is just re-emphasizing that we have multiple ways that we can show numbers or fractions. I guess the book is just trying to get to that fractions and decimals and percents are all related. And really the thing you want to do is revert back to and look at your fraction circle pieces. Your fraction circles, because they give you a good indication of what things are. For example, your 2/3 piece on it not only has, there's no 2/3 piece. There is no 2/3 piece. Let's do a quarter. We do have a third, but let's do a quarter. 1/4. And a good way to think about fractions and decimals and percents are, think about money. If you have $0.25, you do have this fraction piece there. How many cents is $0.25? 25 cents. So the decimal that goes with it is 0.25. And the percent that goes with it is 25%. Because if you think about it, here's something to think about. The word percent, have we talked percents much?
I guess so.
Like your grades, when your teacher usually enter your grades, they enter them as percents. The word percent comes from the word per, which is out of, and the word cent, which is 100. Like there's 100 pennies in $1. So when you're talking about percentages, we just started decimals. If I was saying this number, remember how we say decimals?
Yeah.
You say it as 25. What place is this place in? Hundreds. Which means 25 hundredths means it is 25 out of 100, which means it is 25%. Percent, decimals, they're all related to this little warped and twisted way there. And remember things, especially to think about a little bit on this, is how things are related to a half. 1/2 is 0.5 as a decimal, and what is a percent? 50%, because 50 out of 100 is the same as that. So if you have anything, a decimal bigger than 0.5, let's say you have 0.6, you know that is bigger than a half. Or if you have a percent that's bigger than, let's say you have 65%. If you ate 65 or drank 65% of your milk, did you drink more or less than half of it? You would have more of it, because 50% is half, and that is it. And there's really not a whole lot more to say here. Take a look at they got some activities here. Look at page 459. Let's just talk about some of the activity stuff they have there and see if we can. Page 459. Where it says using fractions and decimals. And you should have out that little piece of paper also that has your fraction circles on it so you can see it. Or the little bag that has your little fractions pieces in it. Everybody has their little fraction pieces, right?
Yes.
Look at number 1 under activity 1 there. Let's say we've got 1A, B, and C. 1A says, if you fit 3 1/10 pieces together, 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10, what fraction of a circle would you have? If you take 1/10 and add 1/10 and add 1/10 to it, what fraction is that if you could look? Caleb? 3/10. And it's important, ladies and gentlemen, to realize, okay, what did we do here? We added the top numbers together, but did I add the bottoms together? No. In fractions, when you add them, the bottom number stays the same. And then letter B, what decimal is that? Well, if 1/10 is 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1, if you put all those together, you get 0.3, 3/10. And then letter C says, what percent would that be? Well, 1/10 is what percent?
30%.
Yeah, each one is 10%, so you put them all three together, you get 30%. 30 out of 100, which is what this would be. If I put a 0 after it, would become 30 hundredths. What about number 2? We'll just do one more. If you put 3 1/5ths together, how many fifths would that be? Yeah, you get 3/5. Notice you did not add the bottoms together for that. What decimal would 3/5 be? Now, please don't say it's 0.35 or doing that. You might have to actually look. If each fifth, we added 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, and each fifth as a decimal is 0.2, right? It says that in your thing. If you put 3 0.2s together, 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2, or 20 cents plus 20 cents plus 20 cents, you end up with 0.6. And then guess what percent that is? Each one of these, each 1/5, if you look at your circle, was 20%, right? Yes, Mr. Hahn.
Yes.
20% plus 20% plus 20% is 60%. Just like this would be 60 cents. So you really got to look at your fraction circles, kind of take a peek and see if you can get that. How about problem number 8? If you have 3/10 plus 2/10 and compare that to 0.5, 3/10 plus 2/10, by the way, and I need to see this on your paper. You would write that problem down, and then you would get 5/10 compared to 5/10. Well, each tenth is 0.1, so you have 5 of them. So it's 0.5 compared to 0.5, and those of you that said it's equal, you would be correct. Very good. I'm not going to continue on your worry.